Well, Elaine, the delegates are putting in some extra hours here, negotiating as we speak, hoping to come up with yet another draft text within the hour. But there are still some very fundamental differences here to be overcome.
As this conference enters its scheduled final day, an old division is clear to see. It's between the developed and the developing world. The old world grew wealthy before anyone worried about climate change. So the new world asks, why should it pay for the sins of others?
The truth is the stock of carbon in the atmosphere, the huge contribution to that historically has been by countries which are now rich. So there is that legacy of damage. And the fact that countries are now rich because they did develop in a certain way does mean there's a greater obligation to pay and support others on clean development pathways.
In the debate so far, it has been the developed world, such as Europe and the United States, that's been pushing for tighter restrictions on carbon emissions, while the developing world wants more clarity on who pays for what. India, for example, says that its fight to reduce poverty for its citizens should not be threatened by climate change commitments it can't afford.
If I have to change my current technology, if I have to look at futuristic things, it is going to cost. And somebody has to bear this cost.
And who should bear the cost?
The cost should be borne by everybody, but more so by people who have committed in the past to contribute, and also people who in the past have already enjoyed the fruits of development. And historically, they have occupied a lot of space with the carbon emissions. And this space has to be now left for other people to grow.
Well, Elaine, to be fair, all the delegates here, there's no question about it, they really do want a deal. But there's also this caution. They don't want to sign up to something they'll later regret. Elaine.
All right, CCTV's Stephen Gibbs live for us from Lima, Peru.